How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? It's me, your college theater professor. The guy who looks a bit too young to be teaching college, but a bit too old to be getting this angry about a college production of Sweeney Todd. I'm making a joke at the expense of my appearance, if that wasn't clear. I just think it's always better to open these Madoka Magica videos with a joke, to improperly set the tone for how the rest of the video is going to go. You know, I like to lull you guys into a false sense of security, before I absolutely traumatize the hell out of you, which I think is pretty in line with the themes of this show. You guys recommended this to me, so you only have yourself to blame. But look, long intros are overrated, and this production of Sweeney Todd isn't gonna rehearse itself, so let's get into it.
I did make it perfectly clear I wanted you to become magical girls. I just didn't explain the exact form you'd be taking to do that is all.
There it is, there's the manipulation. Hey, I never said being a magical girl didn't suck, you just never asked. I can't be blamed for that. You know, nobody ever asks. Nobody ever asks old Gloopy what he thinks.
Why wouldn't you tell us something like that?
Because you never asked.
I can't believe all I had to do was wait 15 seconds and my joke would literally tell itself. You never asked is such an airtight, hilarious defense.
Besides, if you never found out, it wouldn't have bothered you one bit. In fact, Mommy never found out, even at the end.
So chill out, Narc. Quit being such a square.
They're not something you can physically feel inside you. Your bodies are such fragile containers. Just a cluster of neurons, organs, and a circulatory system.
And boobs, according to that shot. Although in Gloopy's defense, he's really gotta strain his neck to see anything higher than her chest.
Your soul disappears. To keep that from happening, I put your soul into a physical form. It makes the soul easier to protect and easier to keep track of.
I know this guy is evil, but I gotta say his optimistic tone is really winning me over here. I can't tell if he's actually making a good argument right now, or if he's just really confident and my, submissive brain is just tricking me into thinking that means everything's alright.
Let's say you've been impaled by a spear. Do you know how much stimulus would register in your pain receptors?
Why is Gloopy talking like a little mafia boss right now? Let's say you broke your kneecaps, alright? Let's just pretend. Do you have any fucking idea how badly that could hurt?
That is what it would feel like.
Oh, because he's actually a mafia boss. Gotta love Gloopy torturing this little girl to win an argument. Sweetheart, relax. I'm just gonna stab you a bit. I'm just gonna stab you a little bit.
That creature doesn't understand human values. A soul's a fair exchange for granting someone's wish. That's what it thinks anyway.
You guys are always going on about how a soul isn't a fair exchange for a single wish. But you guys are terrible at wishing. Remember when Mommy convinced Madoka to use her wish on a really big cake? Yeah, real genius move that would have been. Then I would have had to sit through 7 episodes of Madoka crying into her cake like, it wasn't worth it. Maybe instead of complaining so much, you choose a wish that's worth a soul instead of one that's worth 30 bucks.
There's nothing you can do to save her now. And if you're trying to repay her to ease your guilt, don't. That's arrogant thinking and you should stop it.
Why did she read that line like she's Sonic the Hedgehog doing a 4Kids PSA? Hey kids, if you're trying to repay someone to ease your guilt, don't. That's arrogant thinking and you should stop it.
Can you come out for a sec? I want to talk.
Yo, are these two about to become friends? Because that would be pretty sick. I would love if the revelation that they're both just souls stuffed inside of walnuts was enough to immediately end their rivalry.
What happened to us sucks. I bet you regret ever making that contract, don't you?
Fucking raise the camera angle, guys. I don't need to see all the way up this little girl's asshole right now.
I can do whatever I want with my powers. Who cares about the details? I don't really think it's a deal breaker, you know? You think you got what you paid for, huh? Hell yeah, I did!
Sounds like she wished for more than a fucking cake. Why has nobody demolished this death trap of a cathedral? This room is 20% staircases and 80% broken glass. This place should have been wiped from the face of the earth the moment one of these windows broke.
You want one?
Damn, those must have been some good apples. Lady, those weren't even Honeycrisp. You went through all this drama for a goddamn Fuji? You know what? I totally get it though. I straight up bit a dude in the neck the other day for dropping a peach in front of me.
I see you wasting food like that again. I will kill you.
In her defense, you fucking chucked an apple at her head before asking her if she wanted one. That's simply not how consent works. You know, I can't be like 5 thrusts inside of a woman and then be like, hey, by the way, do you want to have sex?
He thought religion hadn't adapted enough. He wanted something new, something that made sense in today's world.
Good career path you chose there, Dad. I mean, if religion is known for anything, it's keeping up with and adapting to the times.
So one day, he started preaching stuff to the congregation that wasn't in the Bible. People got upset, stopped coming to his sermons.
That's weird. I mean, if religious people are known for anything, it's wanting their views challenged. Yeah, you definitely can't be going off script if you want to have a successful career as a priest. Nobody's going to church wanting to hear somebody's hot takes on the Bible, you know?
Everyone treated him like he was a psycho. It got so bad for my family that there were lots of times when we didn't have any food.
That's so cool. I love seeing her mixed in with the papier-mâché flashback. I wasn't even gonna bring up how cool this flashback looked because, like, I figured it'd be obvious. But, like, my god, this flashback looks cool.
If people would have just calmed down, gave him 5 minutes and really listened to what he had to say, they would have seen he was right.
If they would just calm down, give him 5 minutes to explain himself, they would see that he was right. The Dominicans were taking all of our jobs. I know that the implication here is that her father had views that were like too progressive for the church, but the more vague she is about what his views actually are, the more I'm just going to assume it's the opposite. You know? Like, it's just funnier that way. And if you're foolish enough to just imply something to me, I'm always going to choose the funnier interpretation.
Then Cubase showed up and I made my wish. I wanted everyone to listen to my dad and take the stuff that he was saying seriously.
Yo, wait, am I right? Is the twist about to be that this dad was saying some awful shit and now everybody magically agrees with him? Because that would be so fucking cool.
So like an idiot, I threw myself into hunting witches full time. We were gonna save the world together. Him doing it out in the open and me in the shadows.
But then what happened? There's gotta be a twist. I'm so primed for a twist right now.
And one day, my dad found out about what was really going on.
How the hell did that happen? That's your bad. That seems like the easiest secret to keep, considering nobody can even see magical girl shit.
He got really depressed. He was drinking a lot and then he went crazy. He killed my family and then he committed suicide.
He did what? Sounds like not that great of a dude if you ask me. Don't spend like 5 minutes being like he had great ideas, amazing views that would have made the church and its people more tolerant. And then out of nowhere be like the guy was nuts. He killed his whole family and then hung himself. I don't know why anybody fucking listened to him.
I brought all this suffering down on my family because I made a wish for my dad without knowing what he really wanted.
You are so not to blame for all of this. Your dad was a crazy person. I totally get becoming depressed and wanting to kill yourself. Relax. But nowhere in that story was there any justification for him murdering his entire family. Like, I don't even know where he got that idea from. He didn't even kill you, the person he blames for fucking up his life.
'Cause you and me, we both made the same mistake, didn't we? You gotta stop feeling the way you do, 'cause it'll only bring you more pain.
Bitch, do not throw her another apple. You didn't like the way it went down the first time. Also, what do you need 40 apples for, you fucking Shinigami?
Okay, what do you want to talk about? I want to talk about love.
Oh my god, no way. Is this girl actually going through a gay awakening arc? Wow. Okay, that's cool. Way to turn a walking homophobic joke into an actual study of homophobia.
Oh, okay. For a long time now, I've always liked Kyosuke Kamijo, but now I'm in love with him.
Oh, never mind, they're super not doing that. She's just coming for Sayaka's man now. That's so much worse. Watch this conversation go down the complete opposite way I thought it was going to. Oh, you like Kyosuke, but the thing is, I actually like Kyosuke. But, Sayaka, you're gay. Which is evil and wrong, but I'll respect if it means I get what I want.
What do you mean?
I take my friendship with you very seriously. And I don't want to get into a situation where you think I'm stealing him away from you.
Lady, do you not know how to be a child? Why is this the most intense conversation right now? I feel like Sayaka's applying for the position of being Kyosuke's girlfriend. When my friend and I both liked the same girl in 8th grade, we literally played rock, paper, scissors to decide who got to ask her out. That's how children handle these situations. They treat people like prizes to be won because they are. None of this fucking corporate shit.
And there's nothing I can do about it now. Because I'm already dead. I'm a zombie.
Oh! If I just threw up on camera right now, would that upset anybody? God, holy shit. What are the opposite of chills? Burns? Because that's what I have right now. I just got such intense chills, it felt like my body was briefly on fire.
I can't ask him to hold me if I'm like this. I can't ever ask him to kiss me.
Holy shit, and it's still going. I was gonna make a joke until she called herself a zombie. Now I don't even remember what humor is.
I feel better now.
Cool, somebody's gotta. Yeah, that's the law of equivalent exchange for you. You feel better for making me feel worse. Fuck, this show is cool. This is one of those shows that's so good, it makes me a little bit angry. What's it like to be this talented? You know what I mean? Like, it infuriates me that I will never be able to create something that's this cool.
Hey! I can do this alone. Get out of my way.
Dude, this might be the coolest anime I've ever watched. And it's about fucking magical girls. It is about magical girls. I would like to clarify, it's not about fucking them.
It's true. I can't block out the pain.
Wow. Wow. Dude, the next episode is titled, I Was Stupid, So Stupid. Can whoever's coming up with these titles fucking chill out? I've never had a show's episode titles actively make me not want to watch the next episode. All of these sound so fucked. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not excited to watch I Was Stupid, So Stupid after I'm never going to regret this. Wow, that's so cool. That's like actual art. Like, the art of the episode title. I never considered until right now. That's fucking outstanding. Definitely not what I would have come up with, though. You know, I would have come with something a little catchier than I Was Stupid, So Stupid. You know, like subscribe to my Patreon. I'd have an episode be titled, there is tons and tons of exclusive content on my Patreon, including Blue Lock reactions, Food Wars reactions, and Hell's Paradise reactions. There is also access to my private Discord server, the title's still going, the quotes haven't ended yet. There is access to my private Discord server, and access to all the live streams I've recorded in the past and will record in the future. It's also just an incredible way to help support me and my channels and my lovely, wonderful editor, and ensure that I'm able to keep putting out all the amazing content that I do. That's the title right there, end quotes. Seriously though, subscribe to the Patreon, please, or just check it out if you want to help support the channel and just want to get a sense of its vibe. If you also want to help support me while getting tons and tons of exclusive content, I also have a podcast, Otaku's Anonymous, where me and fellow YouTuber with far, far more subscribers than I have, NC Hammer 23, talk about anime, video games, movies, what have you. And it's just a general all-around good time. Check that out. The links to both my Patreon and my podcast will be in the description below. And now, on to the next one.
Shutting out the pain's pretty easy once you know how to do it.
Yeah, sure, man. You look healthy. Like a shining source of reliable mental health advice.
You're lying if you say it doesn't hurt. It hurt just watching you. Just because you can't feel the pain doesn't mean it's okay to hurt yourself.
Who wrote this dialogue? Are they okay? Has anybody checked on them since the show came out? Or was the studio just like, hey, thanks for the show, expect a check in the mail? And they've just been mailing checks to a house with a hanging corpse in it for years.
But you can't. Of course not. You won't even give up your humanity out of pity for a friend. It's not that I won't, it's just...
Not Sayaka being like, I'm miserable and there's nothing you can do to help me. I mean, unless you want to become miserable, that, that'd be pretty cool.
You can do anything, but you won't. You just sit there, because it's okay if I'm the one who's suffering. Don't act like you care. It's obvious you don't.
Like, what kind of request is that? What kind of friend is that? Why are you trying to get Madoka to become just as sad as you are? I get why. I'm just mad at her for it. I'm mad at the character. I'm not mad at the writing. I don't want anybody coming at me in the comments being like, Danny doesn't understand the show. You know what'd be super cool and super fucked? Is if Madoka uses her wish to free Sayaka. That'd be dope.
Walpurgisnacht is supposed to appear in this area.
Oh yeah? What makes you so sure?
This town is being absolutely ruined by the world's worst interior designer. This looks like the playroom of a doctor's office mixed with an art museum. It's also the stupidest furniture layout I've seen in my entire life. Either that, or maybe it's the smartest seating arrangement anyone's ever come up with, and I'm just too stupid to understand it. Like, I could see this secretly being the most optimized floor plan for, like, maximum comfort combinations.
Now, the auxiliary verb must means that something or other has to be done, but have to has a slightly different function.
Whoa. That's weird. She's teaching? Shouldn't you be falling apart emotionally in front of these kids? What are you doing giving them an education?
Then why are you walking this way?
Kyosuke? There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Is Sayaka gonna fucking kill this girl? The more screen time this girl has, the more I grow concerned for her safety. Sayaka going to fucking kill this girl, yes or no? Yes or no? I need an answer right now. Dude, I love this show's depiction of, like, whatever this is. Just like a constant emotional spiral, I guess. I love how strung out Sayaka is.
Maybe it's because I can tell what you really are. Maybe I know you're lying. You look like someone who's given up on everything.
She looks like someone who's given up on everything? You're one to talk. I'm still trying to figure out if this show's a metaphor for heroin addiction based solely on your behavior.
Everything has to do with her.
Love that. Love the expedited transformation sequence immediately into a normal profile shot. This show is so good at balancing, like, the magical girl genre tropes and its own dark themes without compromising either of them. Like, it's so consistent in everything it does.
If I keep holding on to you like this, you can't use that funky technique of yours, can ya?
Oh fuck, how's that for a technique, bitch? She can't teleport, but she's got grenades. What an extreme alternative.
You gotta make her hand all her cash over. Dumb bitches. Yo, they get their hands on some coin, they blow it all on some stupid shit for real.
Jesus, what the fuck? This is a rough time for a 12-year-old girl to be riding the subway alone, I guess. I love how these scenes are always acted by people who have never heard anybody talk like this before. Shit, G, yo woman took all yo cheddar.
Seriously, G? You can't treat them like they got any brains, that's for sure. Treat them like the dumbass bitches they are.
This is the wildest conversation I have ever heard. I can't even come up with a joke for this. Nothing I say could be crazier than what this dude is already saying. Is Sayaka just gonna go off on this dude? Like, is that what's happening? This is gonna be her first human kill?
And then you dump them, and they get all whiny. You know who's good at dumping hoes? Show, man. Show.
Shit, man, my hoe's good for two things, G. Sucking my dick and taking a beating. And then she starts crying, saying I don't love her, and I'm like, bitch, I fuck you, don't I? Anyway, what was the question again? I asked how your day was. Oh my god. Oh god, here comes my girlfriend. No, we're good. We're in the clear. That was a rough bit to do loudly.
Your girlfriend? I bet she loves you and tries really hard to make you happy, doesn't she? I bet you know she does, don't you?
This is a crazy direction for this show to have taken. I know that's like a sentence that's applicable to literally every scene of this show, but this one more than most. I am so wildly unsettled, and it's not because I'm still nervous my girlfriend heard that previous joke.
Or else.
Dude, what is this show? I haven't for a second had a grip on what this show's direction is going to be. And I thought, like, obviously I love it. It's always the best possible direction, which is exciting. Like, it's always thrown me for a loop, but I'm always much happier with where it ends up than where I thought it was gonna go.
If you released your power, you could do more than miracles. You could very well twist the fabric of the universe itself.
Madoka being this random-ass chosen one is such a weird subplot that I'm constantly forgetting exists. It's not even that I'm forgetting it, I'm like actively choosing to ignore it. Chosen one plot lines have like an 80% chance of being stupid, and so I'm kind of just like trying to manifest this one to like go away. I know that won't happen, but I'm hoping the show will just forget about it at some point.
If you wished it, you could even become the god of this world.
You want her to wish to become the god of this world? What are you, nuts? Why would she wish for something as stupid as that when she could get a big cake?
Like if I went ahead and made a contract with you, could I turn Sayaka back to normal? That would be like child's play for you.
Wait, is Madoka actually going to wish to become God? Please do. If Madoka if this show ends with Madoka becoming God, that would be the craziest shit ever.
Yes, for Sayaka I would. I'll do it. I want to be a magical...
Ha! Never mind. I just thought of something crazier. You can just shoot him? I thought he was like a god or something. Why hasn't anybody done this sooner?
There are so many people who'd be sad if you died. Why can't you understand that? What about the people who are trying hard to protect you?
Obviously, this girl is gonna turn out to be somebody close to Madoka that she just doesn't recognize, but it would be cool if it turned out that this was Madoka. Like, that'd be kinda rad. I don't know if that works, but if this is like a Madoka from the future or something, that would low-key be sick.
You knew there was no point in doing that. You don't learn, do you?
Okay, cool, that makes sense. Finally, the show's starting to make sense again. What the fuck is going on? Somehow, that caught me way more off guard than anything that happened in the last 5 minutes. I just so wasn't prepared for him to show up and just be like, hum, 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 hum.
I thought so. I've suspected for a while, but I wasn't sure. You're not from this timeline, are you?
I'm right, aren't I? She's Madoka. I'm not even shocked. This is classic work for the anime whisperer. It's not even a big deal.
The good thing is, I did save a few people. But the bad thing is, I got angrier and my heart filled up with envy and hate.
Oh god, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are you talking in the past tense?
Your soul gem!
For all the happiness you wish for someone else gets cursed with equal misery. That's how it works for magical girls.
Sayaka is speedrunning magical girl depression. Have you noticed that? This girl has been a magical girl for 5 days, and she's already like, this is what life's like for a magical girl.
I was stupid. So stupid.
The best title. Also, oh my god, she's a witch now, that's crazy. So that's how witches are made? They're depressed magical girls? Sure are a lot more witches than magical girls, I've noticed. And that is episode, 7 and 8. Yeah, 7 and 8 of, Madoka Magica. So good. Like, rapidly scaling my list of all-time favorite shows. Genuinely, 100%. Sometimes telling my editor doesn't believe me. I am being honest. It's really good. It's like unbelievably strong. The dialogue's really well written, which is like, you know, this may upset some people, but that is hard to find in anime sometimes. Like really raw, natural dialogue. is tough to find. I really have only found it in, like, the manga's Monster and Vinland Saga. Cowboy Bebop's, like, pretty natural. Not that, like, I'm not saying that there isn't good dialogue in anime, but, like, it all feels like anime dialogue. This is the closest to feeling like just regular-ass, hard-hitting dialogue to me. It's super good. I love it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Let me know your favorite jokes were as well. And I will see you next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I live for now?